United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Join with Google. I gotta say all this. No. Why do you have it? Okay.
That's the agenda.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to, you can read it.
Acceptance of the minutes.
I'll move to approve the November 6, 2024 regular meeting minutes as presented.
I second it. All in favor? Aye. As you can see, Arnie Jensen is not here. His son's getting married and apparently he was going to come on Zoom, wasn't he?
He was going to try to, he wasn't sure he was going to have Wi-Fi access.
Yeah, you don't. Okay.
He's not.
I'm not back so until I'm going to try to join this 11th meeting, I think.
Yeah, I'd be working on that.
Yeah.
Amendments to the agenda, appointments.
I'll move to appoint Ed Howard as the 2025
Now, this is the middle of the.
We have the audience of citizens.
Oh, I'm sorry, audience of citizens. How come it's not on our, it's not on this?
We have the acceptance of the minutes, amendments to the agenda, we have none, and then audience of citizens.
Oh, I thought that all of these were amendment to the agenda.
Yeah.
All right. Audience of citizens. Anyone have any comments? Yes.
Amy Saris, 120 Freeman Road. I just have a question regarding the ARPA funds and using them for moving the police. If we know whether or not the FEMA reimbursement will apply if we use ARPA money to move the police, since it's grant for grant. Just want to make sure that we are utilizing our funds properly. And then also,
Well, wait a minute, let's take one at a time. First of all, the ARPA money. It's an acceptable use for the ARPA money. We have until December 31st to commit to that by contract. Secondly, there will be a pro rata reimbursement to the town for loss of our current police department by 75% of the square footage, which is about 1/4 of the square footage that they'll be moving into. So it's ARPA. I would rather spend that money, and I'm going to suggest this later on, in fixing the damage that was done, and perhaps donating that building to the Historical Society for a possible museum or whatever else they want to do and want to use it as. That's not to open for debate or discussion tonight. It's just an idea.
okay.
Now, what's your second question?
Well, in utilizing, if you reuse the police station because it was damaged by a flood, that building would also need to be renovated properly so that if it was flooded again, FEMA would reimburse.
Well, more important than renovating that building straighten the brook out where it needs to be straightened out, and the other brook, and the Mile Brook, that's another one that very definitely needs redirection. So, you know, that's even more important, is to ensure that, if we have a heavy rain, we're not gonna wind up with another flash flood.
But any utilization of that building would still require the permits and things. They'd have to make it FEMA, they'd have to meet those standards, right? So that they would be eligible in case of a flood in the future?
Yes, we're aware of that. Jeff is running that
Okay.
right now, and of course we have to comply with all aspects of
Okay. And then with the new building report that came back for Center School, what is the plan to renovate that building when it costs over $6 million? And if
it. Not moving.
we're not moving,
100,000.
6 million? No, the report for the building itself.
So this is the time and bond inspection that we got.
Yeah.
They put in every possible variable. So to give you an example, they put in there like the thermostats are past their life expectancy of 20 years. They put in there like 60,000, you should replace all of them. You don't replace a thermostat until it fails. So as we're using these classrooms and things like that, if you actually read the report, they put in like 1.4 million for acoustic ceilings that are staying in possible roof damage and everything else. We actually just had a roof repaired for $7,500 and it buys us 5 to 7 years. And acoustic ceilings, they're droopy and those will be replaced, but nowhere near the cost of those. So they did the report to point out all the possible things that need to be fixed in the things to come, just like a thermostat on your wall or a stain mark on your ceiling. You might not fix it immediately, but in 2 or 3 years you'll have a painter come in and paint it or patch it or something like that. So if you actually look at the report, there's suggestions mainly, but you're not replacing things. The pneumatic system was another thing down in the boiler room, which I think was $465,000. Pneumatic systems were known to last 200 years, but they kind of didn't life expectancy decision. So again, it's not something that you're going to do until it actually fails, and then you replace or fix these things. So it's not that bad. It looks bad, but it's not. It actually read the report.
Okay, well, a lot of the items in there were addressed as immediate to be done within a year or two, within a year. So I'm just concerned that we're gonna move the police over and then we're gonna end up with millions of dollars in renovation costs. And then we still don't know what it's gonna cost to modify that building yet for the police station. So,
We're working on the cost of the police station, and that's we are looking at that. But again, a lot of these numbers are unknowns. And again, it's just like your home. You don't know when your roof is going to fail, or you don't know when your boiler or your heating system is going to fail. That's going to be a big expense. Same thing there. And these buildings, even this building is 50-something years old.
right, so a lot of things are
It's
coming due.
Just like your home. It's a constant
Yep.
issue of improving maintenance.
Yep,
But the building, basically, the guy who actually read the first couple pages, the building got good structural foundation, and they said the building is viable.
Right.
And it's not worth knocking down, it's worth working.
right.
Is there,
I guess my concern is that we're using ARPA funds, which excludes the town, and then the town is gonna end up being the ones responsible to pay. So normally, we would have to have a town meeting and we'd have to approve the funding, but because of ARPA, we just move right to, we've accepted it, and it seems like the town should be informed.
how do you feel the town would benefit from this? I guess it's a huge big question.
The town has to fund this, right? Right, but once you get over there, then you're gonna have the costs involved with converting it into a police station, holding cells, evidence lockers,
That's what happened.
No. So you're taking it as a full police department? This is just like it was over there. It's just a police department. We still use troop A. We
Okay.
still use state troopers. We're not doing cells. We're not doing anything. The same thing. Male and female locker rooms, radio room, training room, locking. Just the basics. We're not doing any of that. Not like South Carolina.
And by the way, ARPA money, never required a town meeting.
Right,
We did it right here in Bois.
right. I know, I just mean that once you move them in there, we're kind of assuming that we're taking over the costs, and the town is going to have to assume those costs without a town meeting.
Well, they're gonna assume the cost if they stay where they are. So if there's not gonna drive feet. I mean, we know that, but, you know, we have, the town is growing, you know, and we actually need more police officers as it is. We need to expand. But, I mean, the town's getting bigger, and it's becoming exposed. I mean, by an example was that carjacking that happened down the road. Now, those kids were from Maryland, and thanks to very good police work on behalf of the Oxford Police Department and state, in coordination with the state police department, that individual was caught and arrested. So, you know, we're no longer, you know, a two-cow town. You know, we've got to start looking at the future.
I'm not opposed to having the police have a nice building. I just think that the way that it's going to happen is that you're making these decisions and then the town is going to end up paying for them.
Well, we're going to end up paying for it anyway. You know, you need a police department. I mean, unless you want to defund them, I don't know.
I'm not saying to defund, I just want to make sure that the town is informed.
You know, I think if you take all the police departments in the valley, our facilities is by far the worst. I don't necessarily consider us part of the valley, but in the surrounding area, we have the worst, you know, the worst police space that there is available. And I'm trying to correct that. We're trying to correct that. That's what this is all about. We're not going to address that tonight because we just got Jeff's report, and Dave wants time to look it over, and Arnie isn't here. Arnie needs time to look it over, so that's what we're going to do. Anyone else?
Can I just go back to Amy's first question?
Yeah.
We had a meeting here in this room with all the FEMA people and all the state people. I asked almost verbatim that same question. I was told by the FEMA people that any other grant
plans to,
The question that's the answer to ask that is, why do they have 4-year terms, Marvin, after the 1-year term, or 2-year term?
I don't know, why is the Board of Finance 4 years and everybody else is doing, you know?
3 years too long for that.
I would say, close to 4 years, too long. All in favor? Aye. Good people. Library Board of Directors. Appointments for this.
Move to approve the reappointments of Jan Berger of 49 and Morris Firm of 185 Quaker Farm Road to the Library Board of Directors with a term to commence on January 1st, 2025, expire on December 31st, 2028.
I second it. It's another 4 years. Janet was recommended by the chairman, correct?
By the chair, yes.
Yeah, okay, good.
Margaret Keating.
Oh, yeah, all right, that's good enough for me. All in favor?
Aye.
We have a suit, move the second one. Move to approve.
Move to approve the appointment of Susan Mutchler of 37 Old Farms Road to the Library Board of Directors with a term to commence January 1st, 2025 and expire on 31st of December, 2028.
I second it. Why wasn't this included in the other one? They're all three of them second, right?
What do you mean? Why are they separate?
Yeah. Is she filling,
There's two, one is to fill a seat, a new person. That would be Susan. And then the other two are reappointments.
for the same term? Okay.
That's number one.
Any discussion? So requested by the board. All in favor?
Aye.
Conservation Commission Inland Wetlands reappointment.
Move to approve the reappointment of Sue Gibbons, 278 Walton Road to the Conservation and Wetlands Commission with a term to commence on January 1st, 2025 and expire on December 31st, 2027.
So that would be a 3-year, second, that would be a 3-year term. Well, I think Sue does a great job, so I support that. Any comments? All in favor? New business, tax refunds. Ellen's not here. I don't think there's anything else. Who's like back there, here?
I'll move to approve the tax refunds in the amount of $2,284.86 as recommended by the tax collector in her letter dated November 19th, 2024.
I second it. Discussion. We got an opportunity to review it. All in favor? Transfers. Do we have to do each one of these individually?
No.
I just asked,
You have 40 transfers in front of you, and except for four of them, they're all handled within the departments.
Let's make the motion first, and then we'll discuss it.
move to approve the fiscal year 2023-2024 transfer request attachment A as presented by the finance director in his letter dated 11/19/24.
I second. why is it gonna be this year, it's municipal?
Well, last year, we didn't have early voting, we're just getting all the equipment, training, et cetera. Early voting started with the primaries for the presidential elections.
Okay, so that's this year.
Correct.
Okay. So, we still don't know what that's gonna be.
No.
The registrar might know, I don't have the numbers.
Okay.
The four that are, not within the department
overtime that we're getting. But, you know, if we can't fill the shifts, you don't wanna, I don't wanna be down to one cop on duty. Because with fentanyl and everything else, you know, they actually had that in Waterbury where a cop overdosed on fentanyl and just smelled this, guy that was, that had used too much. So, you know, and for the safety of the officers, and for the safety of the ambulance people, if they go to ambulance call, unless it's not a non-emergency. You know, like somebody fell or something like that. But even then, they go and pick them up. So, you know, we have a union, and that's where we are.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm anti-police, but the reality of it is, on patrol meetings, you're in your cars, driving around town, either traffic summonses or whatever may be happening. I drive around this town all the time, every time I see a cop is at a tree site or a construction site, and some of them already had up and down 67 since the flood. The contractors have their own flaggers, and we have Oxford cops sitting there at either end doing nothing. I'm sorry, but
That's at the request of the contractor, and that's a private job. So the contractor pays us for them being there. But I mean, if you wanna table this and
No, I
bring
mean,
Sergeant
you
Gray,
can't.
let him explain it.
he can come and explain it, but you cannot pay him if the work's already been done. I get that.
But, you know, I mean, it's not gonna do us any good just to grouse about it. Let's bring him in and you get your question answered.
Bring him in and get my questions answered.
All right, I move the table.
No, I won't second that, because they have to pay.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. But, make sure that Sergeant Gray is at our next meeting, so that he can explain his choice.
Are you tabling all the transfers or
No,
just
see the sign before it goes up.
I did put a copy in, if you look in the back, there's a, in the, just an example. You can change that anything you want. The top one is just an example. Similar to what we've done in other sites.
Working on the George Center toilets. Okay. Is there a motion? Oh, you did. Yeah. All in favor? Aye. Let's get that. Now we're going to the Jacksonville Pavilion roof replacement, approved ARPA.
Move to approve the allocation of $135,000 from the ARPA funds for the replacement of the Jackson's Cove Pavilion located at 26 Jackson's Cove Road. Furthermore, move to award the following contracts. Summit Remodeling located at 40 Dogwood Lane, Trumbull, to remove and replace all rotted tongue roof and foundation boards in the amount of $59,500. Reno Construction located at 8 Person Drive, Oxford, to replace the roof in the amount of $75,500. Additionally, move to authorize the first selectman to sign all necessary documents related to these contracts.
I second. Now, we went out to bid on this, and these are the best bids.
The only ones who bid,
You know,
only one.
therefore they're the best. Yeah, I just don't ever want to talk about the roof again.
That means two of us.
This roof's been needing replacement since I got elected. So, and it didn't get any better over those years. So, when are we gonna start Oxford Police Department relocation group, allocation, I move to table this.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Report of the first selectman. Well, a lot of stuff in there, huh? Gotta wing it, huh? We are in a situation coming up in the end of the year and the beginning of next year, and we have, several people who will be retiring due to the change in the state's retirement plan. So, when they gotta retire by June, July first?
If they don't want to be subject to changes in the plan, they have to retire before July first.
Okay. And so, you know, we've got to, train a whole bunch of people. The town clerk's office was, my understanding is she's going to retire. Public Works Department, I think we're going to lose the, director as assistant, definitely as assistant. Jim, he's really climbed up, and it's pretty boring, not being retired. Gordon, that's gonna be a tough one to replace. He's the building inspector. Kelly's up at the senior center now, so that's a little bit of a smooth transition, or smoother, or whatever. And so there are gonna be personnel changes. And we have, one or two cops will be retired. And trying to think, the public works comes to, oh, Charlie, yeah, so we're going to have to, spend a lot of time interviewing people and getting people in town, so they're very definitely employment opportunities in the town. And, for the, town government area. But, it's nothing that nobody really likes change, but, all of us are going to be gone at one time or another, whether we like it or not. So, the only thing we can do is push it off and do what we can to replace it. Oh, yeah, that is. What is it?
It's our phone system.
Well, who's on the phone? We're all here. We're also getting into Thanksgiving, Christmas. Caution everybody to drive safely. Oh, yeah, well, we had the Army Corps of Engineers last week, and they inspected the rivers. There were a couple of areas that they thought they could help us. And, we'll wait, they're gonna give us a report. We're waiting for another report from the Department of Agriculture. And when Commissioner Bowden comes in Friday, gonna talk to him about a few things. One is bridge loans that we've been talking about. Not the physical bridge, but it's a bridge loan. The state will give us our FEMA money, and they will wait for that to be reimbursed, and pay that. And, maybe we have to pay a small interest. The governor, last time I talked to him, he was talking about $5 million, which would be pretty good. step in. It's a temporary span with permanent footings, which means it's extremely easy to convert to permanent. Problem is, if we were to go out, and some people question this, including me, by the way, why would we make a temporary bridge when we lost the permanent? Well, then I was quickly reminded how long it took us to do the Benton River Bridge, Road Bridge. And that was well over 2 years. Now, when you do a permanent bridge, it takes longer. So we put the temporary bridge in. The only thing we really have to do is replace the span, which is relatively easy to do. And since we've been gone through with the permanent footing, we don't have to have all those inspections, and we don't have to pay the state a percentage of it. So we will be probably reimbursed 75% from FEMA, and there's a possibility that there are other, and that's what we're talking about. I've been spending a lot of time trying to not only pare down the costs, but also to get it paid for, where it's not killing us in the budget. We'll be able to spend the money on things that the town desperately needs. So, and by the way, a temporary bridge, when they say temporary, that's not like 2 weeks. That's like, 15 years to 30 years. And that sounds like it's gonna be here a while. If you wonder what a temporary bridge looks like, the bridge down by Fritz's on Route 67 is a temporary bridge. So, next time you go down there, take a look at that. And it's not cheaply done. When we put the panels down on the Seth Lane Bridge, we found that one of the panels didn't fit. So we sent that back. We're gonna get that installed. The target date is still to have that bridge operational by December 1st. If we would have gone through contracts with other contractors, we would have had to rent that bridge at $12,000 a month. And instead, we bought the bridge. What do we pay, Jim?
I'm going from memory, but I think it was around 150.
$150,000. So, and then we still have to do part. So that would have been $24,000 just to reconnect our town. And, doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know about the rest of you, but.
She's making 30 years, so she put another temporary.
Yeah, you'll still be on the board of
Oh,
selectmen.
yeah.
You'll be making about $400,000 a year.
I'm only working on 2,000.
Right. That's right. Right.